our group who can't make it. Our normal like start of the group call. We have a lot of new people in our group this time, but obviously not everybody can make the call, so that's why I record it. So we've got some people. Claire is going to be new. Sarah is new. Heather's technically new, I guess you could say, but not really. But she's new. And we've got Corinne, which she's not on. I hope I'm not missing anyone because my brain doesn't work right now. But yeah, we've got a lot of new people, so I'm really excited about this. So I'm just going to break down. I've done a few of these, and I know you guys, some of you have been on them. So if I'm like going on too long and you like don't have any questions and you feel good, so my people who've been on these calls before, just feel free to drop off. Like if you need to go do something, it's not a big deal. I won't be offended or anything. But as I've been doing these calls, I get the same questions all the time, which is totally fine. I just feel like I'm going to definitely address the certain things that I get questions on a lot, so that we can make sure we have that answered. And then from there, I'll just let you guys ask me questions, or anyone else that's been in the group for a while, if you can answer them too. So you guys probably know, you guys know the nutrition and stuff pretty well by now. You can help people out. So first thing I want you to do with the group is set a goal for yourself. Okay. And it can be any type of goal. It could be a weight loss goal. It could be just to stick with something for a certain amount of time goal. It can be anything in which that you want to definitely achieve in these 4 weeks. So the group's going to last for 4 weeks. We follow the 21-day fix calendar. So technically, like if you're doing 21-day fix, your last day will be after 3 weeks. But then we do that bonus week where you can kind of pick different workouts to do or start a new program. We do also have people who are doing 80-day obsession. So for those of you who are going to do 80-day obsession, you're just going to carry on with each new group that I start. Okay. So I know that these groups are only like 4 weeks long, but obviously 80-day obsession is way longer than that. So you'll just keep continuing on, through that whole time. And honestly, I let everybody continually keep going into the groups, because ultimately what you should be doing is, I don't want this to be a start something, okay, cool, she helped me, and then like, now what do I do? And so I want it to be like, Beachbody comes out with new programs, you guys, all the time. So there should never be a time where you're like, I'm done, because we should constantly be working on ourselves. So like Lift 4 is a new program that's coming out in July, and I don't know if you've seen it on Beachbody On Demand. I'm pretty sure they're doing, I haven't really been paying attention to it because I've been focusing so hard on 80-day obsession and like my competition and stuff, but I really want to do Lift 4 and like learn more about it when I have time to do that. But I'm pretty sure they're posting like free, like 1 day like samples. So if you want to try one day and see if you like the Lift 4 workouts, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they're still doing it. I think they're still doing it. But you can always click on the Lift 4 program on Beachbody On Demand and just see what's up there and try a workout if you want. But that's going to come out in July. I have to look up the exact date in which it comes out. But that program is going to be freaking amazing. And I can't wait to do that one, because it's only going to be 4 days a week, 30-minute workouts. And I've heard it's like weightlifting, but it like challenges you, like it builds on itself, and then he does HIIT cardio at the end. So it's going to be really cool, I think. So in that aspect of things, the groups that I run, normally we have like our veteran people who keep going, who are actually like committed to doing this for life. And so you guys are always welcome to jump into all my groups. So don't feel like you're going to be left in the dust after these 4 weeks are over. Okay. Next thing, I want to just show you, and I know some of you have been in the group, I'll do this quick, but I just want to show you kind of what a group looks like. I did a live video in, hold on, let me get this up. I did a live video in our group kind of explaining like what you should expect post-wise and like what times I post things, because I'm very consistent in my times in which I post stuff. So the first thing you'll see every single day will be a daily check-in. So you guys are responsible for checking in, just like posting, you know, that you did your workout. You can take a picture of yourself. You don't have to, like if you forget or if you're in a hurry or something, but always posting, this is a bonus day one, but I'll have like a gold heart and it'll say daily check-in. So just make sure post those every single day. That's going to be an accountability piece for you. Everybody's looking to see, you know, who's posting their sweaty selfies that day. So make sure that you're doing that. Along with the daily check-ins, I will do daily tasks every single day. And these are optional for you to do, but I have found that, I do these daily tasks for a reason. They're really ultimately to get you to push yourself a little bit harder. And also to get you organized, to make sure you're planning everything properly. So you'll see, here's an example of one, make your grocery lists. This is normally what I do every single Saturday. And if you don't grocery shop on Saturday, just pick a day in which you know you're going to commit to the grocery store. But I'll do these daily tasks. It could be like a water challenge that day. It could be, let's talk about our non-skill victories. And those of you who have been in the group know what's going on. But just make sure you're paying attention to those. I'm going to show you the point tracker here in a second. That will allow you to win a cool prize at the end of the challenge group. But pay attention to your daily check-ins. Make sure that's something you do every day. And then look at the daily tasks and participate in them. The tasks aren't going to be anything they're going to take you a long time. It's just something quick, but it is going to keep your mind right. And it's also going to keep you involved in the group and, you know, being a part of that accountability. And then also every day, I'm trying to see, this is bonus week, so it's a little different than the regular weeks. I will post a recipe every single day as well. So Shakeology recipes, if you need some ideas on those, I'll post those. Or just like a breakfast, lunch, dinner type recipe. Every single Sunday, there will be a progress photo. Did I forget to share the screen? I did. Oh my God. No, did I share the screen? Do you guys? Well, here we go. Let me. Oh, yeah. Help me. I need carbs in my life. Okay. Anyways, so daily check-ins look like this. They'll be gold, not pink. I'm such an idiot. The daily tasks. I was just showing you the grocery shopping one. I'll pull that one right back up. This is a daily task, so it'll say, and you just go ahead and comment below that. What was I saying before? Oh, okay. And then also we will do progress photo day, which is on Sundays. So you'll see this pop up on Sundays. You don't have to post your progress photos if you're uncomfortable with that, but it is a great accountability piece for you. And it also is very eye-opening if, let's say, like the scale is not doing what you want it to do, or, you know, you feel like you haven't seen so much progress. I promise you, when you take those pictures, your mind will be blown by those progress photos. So make sure that you are taking those and at least keeping them for yourself, if not, you know, to post in the group. But you do get some points in your point tracker for doing that. So speaking of the point tracker, hopefully I posted it in here. I'm pretty sure. Okay. It's in here. Okay, this is from the old group. So when you go to the files section, if you're on your computer, you can click files over here. I'm pretty sure if you're on your phone, there's like a banner that goes across like this. You can click files. And then here's the point tracker. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to see this PDF. It's going to tell you what the point tracker is. And basically, I'm going to gift somebody a $30 gift card to any salon that they want to get their nails done or their hair done or something, for those who have the most points at the end of the accountability group. So here you just click on the link, and this is going to pop up. I have all of your emails. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through tonight after the call. I'm going to share with all of you, because even though I made it public, for some reason, some people, it gives them problems. So I'll make sure I share it with everybody. And then you can go ahead and add your name to the list, and then you will then keep track of your points here. Okay, so let's say you took your before picture, you would give yourself 5 points. You take your progress photo, you'll give yourself 5 points. Completing your daily tasks, so you do your daily task, give yourself a point. You do your sweaty selfie, give yourself a point. So you see here that there's different categories for you to give yourself points for, and then it will total it up for you. So down here, you guys can go ahead and see that. And at the end of the group, I just look at who has the most points, and then I will announce the winner of that. So I will share that all with you guys. You should be able to access it from your phone and your computer as well. So definitely take part in that. Like you can see that the last group, there was really only like one person who really kept track of their points. And she got that $30 gift card. And I really want you to get in the habit of rewarding your guys' selves. I'm going to stop sharing. Because you need to learn to reward yourself with other things other than food. So definitely keeping track of those points is huge. And I want to see more people doing that because I'm not going to let the same people win back to back. So even if Rochelle is still keeping track of all of her points, she can't win this time around, but I still want her to keep track. But I want somebody new. Okay. So keep track of those points on there. I do a reminder every single night at 7:30 p.m. So there'll be a reminder in the group that says, hey, point tracker, hey, Ev, point tracker reminder, so that you, like at 7:30 at night, you're like, oh, crap, I took my sweaty selfie. I did my daily task. I'll just go ahead and put those points in real quick so you guys don't forget. So that's that. I want to talk food for a second. Okay, so I know we've got 80-day obsession people in here. And we've got 21-day fix people in the group. Now, they're very similar because they both use the containers. But I don't want my 21-day fixers to get confused when my 80-day obsession people are posting. They're doing timed nutrition, so they have to eat certain containers at certain times. 21-day fix people do not have to do that. They just eat their containers in whenever they want, in whatever pair, combination that they want. So if you see a 21-day fix person posting like their recipes and you're an 80-day obsession person, you're like, wait a minute, how are they eating this, and this, and this together? You guys have totally different plans for 80-day obsession. So I know, Sarah, you're going to do 80-day obsession. Heather's doing 80-day obsession. Rose is doing, so everybody that's on right now is going to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about, why don't you guys unmute yourselves? Because I want to make sure, especially Sarah and Rose, I think you're already unmuted. I want to make sure you guys have your times and everything good to go. So now, Sarah, Sarah just like joined us today, literally. Like I just got off the Instagram talking to her and she jumped on. So she hasn't gone through all the welcome email. I haven't even sent her that yet. So I'll get that to you. But what we can do is, Sarah, what you're going to do is you're going to go to, and you're familiar with Beachbody On Demand because you have it. You'll go to the 80-day obsession program, and then you'll click on the program materials. And I want you to figure out what meal plan you're in, either A, B, C, D, whatever you fall in. And you also need to think about your goals. Like, do you want to lose weight, or are you wanting to maintain but just gain muscle? So you have to think about what you want to do. And then from there, you'll be able to calculate your plan. If you need help calculating your plan, just let me know. I can help you do that. But basically what you're going to do is everyone needs to figure out what time they're going to be waking up. Okay, so that's the first thing that we need to figure out, like a normal-ish time in which you would wake up. So that's what I always write down at the top of my paper. So I'll do my plan too. So I wake up at 5:30 on a normal day. Yeah, I'm crazy.
Rose just gave you a look.
During school year, but not now.
Yeah, it's crazy over here. So I get up at 5:30. So basically when you make your 80-day obsession time nutrition plan, you want to base everything around your workout block, okay? So the good thing about 80-day obsession is you have to pick when you're going to work out. Like, you can't just be like, well, maybe I'll work out at this time or that time. Like, it's going to force you to schedule your workouts, which is a good thing because that means you're most likely going to do them when you have a scheduled time to do them. So I schedule, since I'm off work, I schedule my workouts in the morning now. When I was at work working, I scheduled my workouts after work. So basically my block is going to be, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to eat my pre-workout meal, I'm going to drink my Energize, and I'm going to go work out. So if I'm getting up at 5:30 in the morning, I'm going to be probably eating around 6 So I would say, I would write down on my paper pre-workout meal, and I would write 6 o'clock. And now this doesn't have to be like spot on, like I can't put something in my mouth until 6 o'clock. Like it's just around that time. And then I would drink. Now, personally, I can work out immediately after eating. Like I don't get sick or anything, but I know other people do. So you know yourself, Autumn will give you like 60 to 90 minutes leeway if you need to wait at all after eating. I can go right away. So like my body, I'm going to eat at 6. I'm going to drink my Energizer. I'm working out by 6:30. Okay. That's just me. But if you need to wait, give yourself like an hour, 30 minutes, whatever you feel like you need before you work out. So after you eat your pre-workout meal and drink your Energizer, you're then going to work out. So for example, let's say I'm going to be starting to work out, I'll say like 6:45 a.m. So I'm working out. Okay. The workouts last about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. They don't feel like that long though. I'm going to tell you that right now. Like when I first heard about this program and they said I was so used to 30, 25-minute workouts, when they told me it was going to be 45 minutes to an hour, I was like, oh God, no. Like there's no way I'm going to be able to fit this into my day. It's going to feel like forever. It's going to be awful. And it's not. It goes by so fast. It's totally different than any other workouts you've ever done. It's not like constant, like you're jumping around like T25 does or even 21 Day Fix does. So it's good. So like 7:45 a.m. I'd be done working out. So after you guys are done working out, you need to be drinking your Recover. Okay. So within 30 minutes, I just do it right away after I work out. So drink your Recover after your workout. So drink Recover and then eat a fruit. So you can put your fruit in your Recover if you want, blend it up, or you can eat it separately. Doesn't matter. So that's right after you're done working out. Then about an hour or so after you're done working out, you can have your post-workout meal. So if I'm done working out at like 7:45, I'd say around, let's say 8:45, I'm going to eat my post-workout. And I promise this sounds like really a lot, but the first week's going to be kind of like a shit show. I'm just going to be honest. Like, you're probably going to make food that you hate. You're going to be like, what the hell was that? Like, I made the worst breakfast ever when I first started. It was so gross. Because I didn't know what I was doing. I was just throwing stuff in containers and just putting it on a plate. And it was so gross. But you'll get really good at it as you learn, like, okay, I got my first week under my belt. I understand the time stuff now. Now let's focus on like really eating stuff that I enjoy.
Only experiment with like one meal a day, or you'll be really hungry.
Yeah, like it's like, and I'm gonna send like, I will help you. I've tried all kinds of recipes. So has Heather, and I know Elizabeth's in the thick of it right now too. So like we all like lean on us for sure, and it's not bugging any of us if you're like texting us or messaging us in the group about food, because I know that's the biggest thing in ADD Obsession is the food part, not the workout part. That's like easy. You just press play. So your post-workout meal is at 8:45. So then after your workout block is all figured out, you're just eating every 2 to 3 hours the rest of the meals that she has for you. So like after I have my post-workout meal, if you're hungry after 2 hours, go ahead and eat meal option 2 or 3 or 1, whichever one you want to eat. It doesn't matter. And then let's say you're good. 3 hours later, you want to eat your next meal. She just doesn't want you going like really long spans of time without eating, okay? Because what's going to happen is if you have waited that long, you usually binge eat because you're hungry, or your metabolism is all out of whack. So then you're either not hungry and you're just not getting all the nutrients that you need in a day. So then what I would do is like 8:45 a.m. So like 8:45, like 10:45 or 11:45. I'd have either meal 1, 2, or 3. So when you look at the program materials, she'll have post-workout meal and the containers will be right next to it. So you'll know what to eat. And same pre-workout meal and post-workout meal will have those. And then meal option 1 will have its containers. Meal option 2 will have its containers. And meal option 3 will have its containers. And like I said, you can eat meal option 1, 2, and 3 in whatever order you want. Okay?
Lauren?
Yeah.
So I have mine printed out, and I'm looking at it, and my concern was my pre-workout is a veggie, a protein, a carb, and a nut butter. And then my post is a veggie, protein, and a carb. And then I was like, well, there goes all my carbs for the day.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what these meal options are. I can swap because it says if you find your pre-workout meal is too heavy, then I can maybe do a Shakeology and maybe move that carb, as long as I'm still following my containers, right?
Yeah, and so like Autumn basically said,
Rose, what plan are you on?
A. Now I'm gonna say something really quick. A is a really tough plan to eat in. So these workouts it is a very tough plan to eat in. And I don't want to say this
because lose weight in A and you were only supposed to be maintaining?
No.
No,
I'm in C.
But didn't you lose weight and you had planned on maintaining?
Yeah.
Like you had the upper
I lost
plan?
12 pounds in my maintenance plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what I would recommend, okay? If you want to do A for phase 1, but if you're finding yourself like very hungry, cranky, not feeling good, that plan is not good. I would bump up to B.
Well,
I would personally start with
extra veggie. They gave me an extra veggie.
Yeah.
So that's good.
I guess you just have to feel it out and see what you think. I would go with what they recommend.
Yeah.
But plan A is a tough one to eat in. And so we can revisit it. Like if you text me and you're like, Lauren, I can't do this plan A, we can bump you to plan B. It's not a big deal. I think you just get like an extra, like maybe veggie and carb or something.
I'm in plan B too, Rose. So if you need like quick ideas because you
just
switch, let me know.
I feel like if I have like a spinach omelet, before I work out, that's going to sustain me. Mm-hmm. I don't need that piece of toast with peanut butter. I'd rather move that because I tend to get hungrier throughout the day when I work out in the morning.
Then I would probably do your shake, honestly, in the morning. And then that way you can save that, because you're going to want to eat the protein, the carb, the veggies, all that together.
Right.
That's going to be something you want to keep together.
I'm going to try it the way she has me doing it. And then because I have that extra veggie, I'm just going to double up on veggies for dinner and see if that gets me through. And if I find that I'm having a problem, I'm just going to contact you and see what you want to do.
Yeah. Just reach out. I'll be honest, I'm doing a peak week nutrition, which you'll learn about that when you get to the last week of 80-day obsession, just for my competition, like prep wise. And I don't eat like barely any carbs, which is torturous, but my body has adjusted a lot. Like I'm not feeling as awful as I was at the beginning. So your body might just take a little while to adjust to it. But if like after a couple weeks it doesn't adjust to it, then it's not right for you.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what I would say.
When I started on plan A, I could work out in the evening. So I did my pre and post workout meals. Like my post meal was like my dinner. So I always had a carb for dinner. So if you can work out in the afternoon, then it's not so bad because you have all that food. But then you do have to adjust if you work out in the morning. You're eating all your food in the morning and then you're like skimping through the rest of the day. So it just depends on when you can work out. But I did plan A like okay through phase 1. But as soon as I started phase 2, this was just my first week in phase 2, I was starving. Like, I don't know if these workouts got that much harder, but I was like, whoa, I need to eat way more than this.
No,
so I'm bumping up now.
I'm hungrier in phase 2 also.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot heavier weight. So I got way hungrier.
Food? You don't change the amount of food through phase 1.
You're supposed to like redo your measurements to make sure you're in the same category.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and like when I was in the test group for it, there was a lot of people who were in Plan A in phase 1 and constantly were like, Autumn, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. And so she was like, bump up to Plan B and see what it's like. And they did. And like most people who bumped up from that were like, felt so much better. So I think the plan, I mean, I don't know. I just know for me, I could never in a million gazillion years eat in that plan. Like, there's no freaking way.
I was okay in it with 21 Day Fix. So,
Yeah, well, we'll see, because the workouts are a lot longer.
yeah.
So you're gonna be, and you're lifting a lot heavier, so you're going to actually be burning a lot more calories than you did in 21 Day Fix. So just
I'll
keep me
reach out.
updated on that.
Okay.
Okay. So that's kind of how the nutrition works. Now, I just want to like run you through like a typical day of what I do eating wise, just because what I have found with my girls who are doing either 21 Day Fix or 80 Day Obsession is they make their meals like really not normal meals. Like they're eating raw carrots, raw strawberries, and some turkey meat. And they're like, I'm miserable. I'm like, that's not a freaking meal. What are you eating? You know what I mean? Like, we normally eat like eggs and toast and like actual food, not just like nibbling on carrots and stuff all day. So I'm just going to take you through like a day that I do. So like, for example, this was when I was working. So my workout block was in the afternoon. So for example, when I was working, I would get up and I would eat 2 eggs, 2 large eggs, cook them however you want, make them fancy if you want. I would cook up some spinach and some onions and some mushrooms. I would have my Ezekiel toast, and I would mix pine nuts in with my eggs and my spinach and stuff, and I'd put that on my toast, drizzle a little olive oil on it. It was really good, and like that's what I would eat for breakfast every day, just because I liked it, and it was easy, and I'm not picky. I can eat the same thing, like every morning. I don't need a big change up. But if I did need a big change up, I would do my Kodiak pancakes. So I would make my Kodiak pancakes with my spinach in them, and that recipe will be posted in the group as well. And I'd put peanut butter on that. That's so good. It tastes like you're eating a dessert, literally. It's delicious. I'd eat that. And then I would go to work, and then lunchtime would roll around, which at our work, I was the earliest lunch, so it was like 10 a.m. But I would eat like the Fix8 chicken stuffed peppers, and I'd have like a side of grapes, and or I would make like my chicken salad wrap with like goat cheese and arugula. And so I'm really eating like food that you would eat, you know, when you're not thinking you're on a diet, because we're not on a diet. This is just a way of eating clean and healthy. And then like I'd have my Shakeology as a snack, so I would drink that at like study hall. That would have like a vegetable, a fruit in it, and like my Shakeology stuff in there. And that would be like my afternoon snack. Then I would get home from work and I would have my pre-workout meal, which consisted of my turkey sloppy joe, which you guys hear me talk about all the time. It is so easy. I made it again today. So easy, so good. And I put it on top of a sweet potato, or in a wrap, or on top of some whole wheat pasta or something. And then for dinner, I would be having like the salmon I get from Aldi's, which is freaking amazing, like cedar smoked salmon with like asparagus and a baked potato. Like this can be normal food for you, but it's going to take some time for you to maybe figure it out and feel comfortable with it, and that's okay. So I want to make sure everyone is aware of Fix8, because Fix8 is where it's at. Fix8 is the cooking show that Autumn has on Beachbody On Demand. I'm just going to pull it up just in case. I'll just do it here. So they updated the website a little bit, I think. So it looks a little different. Of course, my internet decides to be slow every time I try to share my screen. But, okay, I don't know if this is going to work. All right, whatever. So Fix8, if you go to Beachbody On Demand and you click on, I'm pretty sure it's nutrition tab now. If you click on the nutrition tab, you'll see Fix8 website. And that's where I get my turkey sloppy joes. That's where I get my chicken stuffed peppers. That's where I get I don't even know. Basically almost all my recipes come from Fixate, honestly. Everything I eat pretty much comes from Fixate, or my brain, just from doing it for so long. I just make stuff up now. But definitely visit Fixate and look through some of the recipes. 80-day obsession ones will be marked with like a tiny little open circle. So if you see this little circle next to the recipes, they're 80-day obsession approved. So you can go ahead and click on those. So that's everything food. Any questions on food before we move on?
Hey, Lauren.
What?
Do you remember what the Beachbody bar or the Beach Bar is in terms of containers?
Beach Bar, one Beach Bar is a half of a red, a half of a yellow, and a teaspoon.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can have those. They're not in the 80-day obsession food list only because they were not existing when it came out. So yeah, you can always use that, but just keep in mind half red, half yellow, and a teaspoon for the Beach Bars.
So are the Beach Bars actually good? Because I just bought some. They haven't come yet.
Amazing.
I'm just hoping they aren't going to just taste like not that great.
No, they're so good. Like,
okay.
I have to hide them from myself.
Okay, good. Yay.
It tastes like a candy bar, but I don't know if that's just because
Well, like I'm so off of
so
sugar
good.
now that everything does taste way sweeter, so I'm thinking it'll be fine.
Well, my husband is like the king of sweets, literally, and he's obsessed with them.
All right.
Love
Awesome. I'm
them.
so excited
So-
to get those.
They're good. I like the cherry almond ones the best, but the peanut butter ones are still really good. I just like that tartness of the cherry. It's like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good.
All right, I got
those are
both
really
flavors, so we'll see.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Just some expectations. So for the group, those of you who have been in here, you kind of know my style. I'm not going to be a person that you need to don't come to me with excuses. I want you to come to me if you have a problem, that's fine. Or like an issue that you're having, you can come to me or to anyone in the group. But don't come with like an excuse why you can't make something work. Let's come with an attitude of like, hey, I'm having this situation. How can I fix it? Like, help me. I'm stuck here, or I can't find time to put my workout in. I need help. Like, can you help me? So I just want to make sure everybody's aware that when you are in an accountability group and you are really putting your efforts into making yourself better, getting towards that goal that you're looking for, that you are willing to put your excuses aside and really just look for guidance when you are struggling. So I talk a lot about struggles, and people are probably like, why does she always talk about us struggling? And it's because we're freaking human beings and we're going to struggle at some point in your journey. And I just want to throw that out there right now. You'll have days where you feel like the shit and you can just totally rock your workout. You've got your nutrition. You're not craving any sugar. You don't want to drink that bottle of wine. You're feeling unreal. Then you're going to have days where you want to cry, where you hate autumn and you don't want to do the workout, where you hate the nutrition plan because you just want to go get Pizza Hut, or you just want to chug a bottle of wine because your kid won't leave you the frick alone and you're going insane. Those days are going to happen, and that's what we are here for, okay? We truly are here for. I am the host of this group, but I don't need to be the only person posting in this group. I do like for you guys to post like your daily check-ins and stuff in the comments so that the feed doesn't get really, really long and like stuff gets lost. But if you feel like going live in the group one day, just about like anything, it doesn't even matter. Like if you want to talk to us about something, or maybe you like found this super awesome recipe that you love, like feel free to share this stuff in the group. Because I don't want you guys to think like I'm the only one that's allowed to be like posting the information and all of that. I want this to be a place of like realness and, sharing when you guys are struggling, or when you are having those moments of weakness where you want to indulge in something that, you're going to beat yourself up the next day for drinking 2 bottles of wine, or something like that. So please, please, please reach out. I've had a couple girls in the past that dropped off, and when I reach out to them, like, what happened, they're like, I just got really overwhelmed and I just didn't know what I was doing, but yet they didn't reach out at all. Like, they didn't ask for help ever. And I'm like, why didn't you reach out to us? Like, I could have told you didn't have to make loaves of bread by yourself, or I could have told you didn't have to make your own homemade pasta sauce. You know, like, there's ways to make this easy on you. And that's the next thing I want to talk about is when you do go to Fixate, she will have like recipes for like homemade bread, and she will have recipes for like homemade pasta sauce. You don't have to make that. I do not make that shit. I'm not doing that. I don't have time for that. And if you do have time for that, great. I don't. I do rotisserie chickens all the time because those are super fast. I don't even feel like baking chicken. I do the tuna, canned tuna. That's super fast and easy. Eggs, I make my stuff so simple. I am not trying to make this harder than it is. I buy my pasta sauce from the store, Little Italy. It has very low sugar. Get it. Mark sells it for super cheap. You don't have to do that. Now, if you do want like barbecue sauce and stuff like that, that's where you might have to go to Fixate and make that yourself, only because it's hard to find like a good barbecue sauce that's not loaded with sugar and a bunch of crap, or ranch dressing. You can make homemade ranch dressing and things like that. But don't make this hard. Do not make this hard on yourself at all. Reach out. I know all the simple tricks and everything. Okay. The Beachbody Challenge. So I post this at the end. I know this is not going to be until like week 4. But you guys, when you finish a program, you need to submit your before and after pictures to Beachbody. Because not only will you get a free shirt, you'll get a free shirt from them, but you get entered in for a chance to win like a lot of money if they pick your before and after pictures. So if they pick, you could win like thousands of dollars. So I say every single time you finish a program, even if you don't feel like your before and after pictures are that great, who cares? Submit your before, submit your after. I post the link in the group for you guys. So you just click on it and fill out all the stuff that they have you fill out. But that is something that everyone needs to be doing. And so after 80-day obsession, make sure you guys are doing that. And after 21-day fix, and after every single program that you finish, make sure you're submitting those.
That was amazing.
I don't think I have anything else.
She's yelling at her.
Do you guys have any other questions for me?
No, I just surprised I haven't gotten my kids. I'm like, no, this is good. That clarified for me. I'm going to start tomorrow, and maybe moving my workout later might help, like you suggested.
Test it out, Rose. Like, do your workout in the morning tomorrow if you want. See how it goes. Test, and then like do that for 2 days and see how you feel. And if you're like, I don't know, try an afternoon one. I mean, test it out. See what's going to work best for your body.
And can we rotate workouts any time of day we want? It doesn't have to be consistent, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No. You just have to make sure, like, if you're going to do it middle of the day, just make sure you're eating like meal option 1, meal option 2, then pre, post, meal option 3. Like, you just, wherever your workout block goes, you just organize your food based around that.
All right.
So that's what you're going to do. Sarah, do you have any questions? I know you're just like thrown in here last minute.
Yeah, no, I'm just taking it all in.
Okay. Okay, and like tomorrow, you guys, if it's day 1, and I know, Sarah, you're not going to have all of your stuff, so you can still do the workouts. Like, if you want to do, Sarah, like, if you want to do a little obsessed for this week, and then start 80-day obsession next week, you could do that. So a little obsessed is like 30 minutes, but she's like, you're basically getting used to the workouts for 80-day obsession, and you can start your time nutrition too.
Okay.
With a little obsessed, if you just want to wait for your stuff to get here to like really start 80-day obsession, you could always do a week of a little obsessed. That's up to you, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Okay. What else was I gonna say? I'll go live every once in a while in our group, just like to pump you guys up and to make sure you guys have any questions. Feel free to, when you see me go live, jump on live. You can ask me questions live if you're able to do that. If not, I will check in. Also, my girls that who have been in here for a while and who have done some of these programs, if somebody asks a question and you really know the answer to it, you can go ahead and answer that question for them. But if you're unsure of something, don't answer it if you're unsure. Just, because I don't want somebody to be like getting wrong information. But if you're like, oh, I know that, like, then you can go ahead and help them out and answer for that. We have a couple coaches in the group as well. I'm not the only coach in the group. So we've got Elizabeth, she's a coach. We've got Heather, she's a coach. We've got Rochelle, which she's not on here. We've got Elise. I think that's it, right? I think so. So you can always lean on them as well because they've been doing Beachbody for a while. So definitely they are in here as a coach as well. So they are coaching us all, and so am I. So you've got a lot of support in this group. All right, that's all I've got for you guys tonight. And make sure you're filling out that point tracker. I have to write that down because I don't want to forget. I'm going to share that with all of you. So either tonight or tomorrow morning, could you guys like put a reminder or something to make sure you go put your name in it? That way, because I used to put everyone's name in it, but then I didn't know like who couldn't get access to it, and it was just like a bunch of like craziness. So what I'm going to do is share it with everybody, and whoever puts their name in it, I know you're able to type into it, and I know you're able to plug your points in. So I will do that tonight. So
Lauren, do you want us uploading our before pictures today?
Yeah, if you have your before pictures, I made an album in the group. So if you want to post your before pictures in there and give yourself 5 points, that you can do. There's an album. It should be titled, I think, before and after pictures. So you guys can do that. And also, I want you guys to, when I ask you guys to make sure you're doing your measurements and your weight, that's when you're going to do it. You should not be weighing yourself, like, unless you're doing 2B mindset, which only one person or 2 people in this group are doing 2B mindset. So they're following something a little different than you. But you guys, I don't want you to get hung up on the scale. So I don't want you to be weighing yourself like every day and then like texting me, I gained weight, I lost weight, I gained weight, because that's what's going to happen. Because you're really going to be building a lot of muscle in this program. So stay away from the scale until Autumn tells you, hey, it's the end of phase 1. Go weigh yourself, and please don't be afraid. You need to get your ass on that scale and weigh yourself. You need to measure yourself, and you need to take your pictures. We're going to be taking pictures every week, but you guys need to be doing that and writing it down, because that's what's going to keep you going when you're like in those days of like, I don't feel like doing it. You writing that stuff down and seeing those numbers change and seeing this change is going to be like, you're freaking going to feel amazing that you did that. So that's something that I don't want anyone to skip at all. Okay. When we get to those points. All right, girls, I'm going to get off, and I will see you guys tomorrow for day 1. And Sarah, why don't you stay on for 1 second? I want to talk to you for a second.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. All right. Just really, this is like really fast. So I just want to explain like what you just did, like when you signed up. So I had you sign up with a completion pack. So what you're going to get is just your Recover, your Energize, and your equipment. You will get a second set of containers just because they come with it. So you'll have 2 sets just in case something happens to the other set you have. But so basically, you signed up as a coach, okay? Mm-hmm. And that's just what they call us, okay? But there's different types of coaches. So there's the discount coach, which is just people who literally sign up to be a coach because they buy Shakeology every month and they want to save money. So what's going to happen is now that you're a coach and you buy your shakes every single month, they are going to, technically you get charged a $15.95 fee every month, but you're still saving $20 a month by being signed up as a coach. So I just wanted to warn you that if you do see that $15.95 coming out, That's what they charge you as a coach. But because they're taking a percentage off of your Shakeology, you're saving, to be exact, I think it's like 16 something a month that you're saving being signed up as a coach. Now, if at any point you don't want to be a discount coach anymore, you want to get your stuff for free, like you want to get all of your stuff for free, then that's where me and you can work together and you can start actually coaching people and getting your stuff paid for. And you don't have to do that if you just want to be discount and just keep paying your stuff. But I just want to let you know I'm going to add you to our team page.
Okay.
Just to have you in there, just so you can kind of see what we're doing. And then also if like one day you're like, you know what, I want to do this too, or I want to get my stuff for free, then you can kind of jump in with us and run with it. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. So it's going to be totally like your deal, whatever you want. And so Courtney, I think will be, I don't know if she'll be notified that you switched with her to me or not, but if she says anything, it's not a big deal. I'll talk to her about it and let her know what's going on. That's really weird. She didn't reach out. I don't know.
I don't know.